What's up, nation? It's your boy S.N.Y.D.E.R, and here we are with another power recap, baby. Alright, so we all know what happened 2 weeks ago. Raina was murdered by Ray Ray. What's going to happen in this episode? We don't know yet, but it's on me to let you guys know. Plenty spoilers ahead. Let's not even BS around. Let's just get into it. Power, Season 4, Episode 10, Season Finale. You can't fix this. Let's get it. Ha!
They say this is a big rich town. I just come from the poet's part. Bright light, city life, I gotta make it. This where it goes down. I just happen to come up hard. Legal or illegal, baby, I gotta.
Okay, so the first scene, we have Tyreek, Tasha, and Ghost all being questioned. Well, they're not really questioning all of them. They're just questioning Tyreek to see what he knows. And Tyreek is keeping his mouth shut. Now, obviously, Tyreek can just go ahead and just say Ray Ray did it. But no, there's something a little bit deeper going on. Ghost is very composed in this whole situation. And you can tell, like, Tasha's really messed up. Obviously, she would be. Her daughter was just murdered. But that's all the first scene was about. It was just, basically, they talking to Tyreek, see what he knows. He's keeping shut. He was keeping his mouth shut. And we're ready to go on to the rest of the episode. So let's go. Alright, so in the next scene, we have Tommy talking to, I can't think of the guy's name, but basically, Tommy's getting ready to meet up with his new family. And in the midst of all this, Kanan pulls up, getting ready to, like, lay the murder game down on Tommy. That's only if Tommy has something to do with Kanan's attempted assassination, which we all know Tommy didn't. So they have a conversation and he finds out basically Dre did it, and now Ghost is like, Kanan is like, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that bitch ass punk. Well, that ain't his exact words, but he's basically gonna go take care of Dre. Tommy like, hey, let me go back inside. We can probably get some Italians on this, you know? Like, of course I'm paraphrasing, but that's all this thing was about. Kanan finds Tommy, they have a conversation, they both realize they have a mutual enemy, which is Dre. Which we all know Dre took this entire season and screwed up so much stuff because of how selfish he was. So I would love to see if Dre gets his. Hopefully he gets his in this episode. But we don't know yet. We'll find out. Let's get to the next scene. Alright, so in the next scene, we have the St. Patrick's. They drove home, and Tasha asks, you know, Tyreek one more time, do you know anything about the situation? And of course, Tyreek like, no, I don't know anything. I told the cops everything I know. Ghost believes him, but Tasha's not stupid. I think he knows a little bit more about the situation. And as we all know, we know he knows a little bit more. But anyway, so then Ghost and Tasha have a conversation in the car. And, you know, she's extremely emotional, and she should be. Her daughter just died. And, of course, Ghost is like, I'm going to take care of this. But she's like, you can't take care of this. You can't fix this. Your daughter is dead. She's gone. And Ghost is like, but I'm going to set it right. They go upstairs. They're being greeted by a bunch of well-wishers. You know, Keisha's there and a bunch of other people we've never seen before. And so as Tasha's, you know, dealing with all the well-wishers, we have Ghost getting ready to get his murder gear. Yeah, that's right. Ghost is going to get his murder gear because he's about to lay the murder game down. Because that's what Ghost and Tommy do. They lay the murder game down. Alright, so in the next scene, we have the beautiful Angela Valdez being the boss. And they're going over a case which they see that golden gun. And we all know where that golden gun came from. That came from the Jimenez. I don't know why he left that gun around. He loved that gun. But they're basically having a conversation about a murder. And I guess they left 86 keys. Like, damn. That's a lot of drugs to be leaving around. But, what's his name? Sax. Sax comes in and he's, you know, I'm pretty sure he's upset he didn't get head of criminal. So he comes in with the news that James St. Patrick's daughter was murdered. Which obviously, that takes back the beautiful Angela Valdez because, you know, she loves him. Still. I don't care what anybody say, she still loves James. And so, you know, it kind of throws her off. But then the scene changes and she's in her office reading over the situation about Raina. And Sax comes into that and he's like, look, can't you tell that this situation is because of the real James St. Patrick, which Greg kind of figured that this was the real ghost. So she's still kind of like trying to just like let it go, let it go, let it go. And she's like, why would I let it go? This guy needs to go to jail. Not in these exact words, but that's what he's on. I'm not gonna lie, this, like, everything is really kind of falling apart for Ghost, like, for real. But we're gonna keep going, so let's go to the next scene. Okay, so in the next scene, we have Ghost going downstairs after he put away his phone, and he's about to go meet up with Tommy. As he comes downstairs, he is caught by Angela, who basically just like want to be there for him because she loves this guy. She loves this man. So she's just trying to be there for him and just say, hey, if you know anything, let me know. Let's just take care of this the right way. But Ghost is like, I don't know anything, even though he's already like, I'm going to take care of this. And she explains to him that, look, if you're going to get revenge, you're going to eventually lose everything that you love. Ghost, after he lost his daughter and he lost Angela, he feels as if he already lost everything. And he tells her, I already lost everything that I love. Give Angela a kiss and walks away. Obviously, he doesn't want Angela to see that he's going to meet up with Tommy. He meets up with Tommy and they have a conversation and he basically like, look, everything we've ever done was for those kids. Tommy's like, I'm all for it too. Burner sale and his actual burner and say, let's go get him. And they out. End of scene. Next scene, real quick, we just have Tyreek hitting up Kanan looking for Ray Ray. That's all there is to it. Because obviously Tyreek wants revenge for the death of his sister. And then in the next scene, we have Ray Ray looking up Tyreek's interview because he's a dirty cop, so he has access. He talked to his cousin, you know, he explains to his cousin that he had to clip the little girl, which is obviously Raina St. Patrick, the beautiful Angela Valdez. I love saying the beautiful Angela Valdez, but we have Angela basically questioning him like, yo, why did you come to the school looking for Tyreek? And he basically just tells her that, you know, there's been a couple of robberies and we all know Tyreek was there, and you know, I was just looking at him for questions, trying to scare him straight. Angela's not stupid. She knows this guy's involved. Alright, so in the next scene, we have Ghost and Tommy meeting up with, not really meeting up, but kind of kicking in the door, waving the fofo, but they come in blasting. And we meet up with the guy who killed Julio. So they're questioning him, and it's like, who put the hit on my daughter? Of course, guy like, I don't know what you're talking about. I just found out that your daughter got killed just now. After a couple nails to the knees and the hands and the chest. Well, not to the chest just yet. But anyway, so after interrogating him, he comes clean and says, I'm the one who killed Julio, and Dre the one who set it up. So, you know, they got Tommy like, whoa, wait, hold on. What's going on? Man, look. Ghost ain't trying to hear that. He blew cuz brains out. And he's like, wait, you was talking Dre. You're like, I don't give a F about Dre. I want to know who killed my daughter. And the Jimenez didn't do it. So now we're back at square one. Calms down, he said, I have to go plan my daughter's funeral. Walks out. And Tommy, being the real G that he is, he hits cuz too. Because, like Bone Skelly said, can't nobody tell on nobody, we all stuck. Alright, so in the next scene, we have Terry coming over to the St. Patrick resident. And he's there to basically just trying to comfort Tasha. He cares about Tasha. And they go in a room, they have a conversation. He's trying to help. He wants to help. Like, I feel, honestly, this is not just some old sleazeball who just sleeps with guys' wives. I really feel like he wants to help. And, you know, Tasha don't want to tell him that my husband is going to go murder the guy who killed my daughter. So basically he's telling her like, yo, if there's something going on, you need to call it off. And he says that he loves her. He barely know her. And he loves her already. That JJ must have been great. Alright, so in the next scene we have Dre walking out of a building and he's being watched by Tommy. Tommy looks like he's ready to lay the murder game down on Dre. Till he sees that Dre is being confronted by a cop. Now at this point, Tommy doesn't know who this cop is. But we know who he is. Ray Ray, the guy who killed Raina. And so, once Tommy gets in the car, he's done with the scene. So we now have a situation between Ray Ray and Dre. Ray Ray's like, I need that money. You owe me some money, you know, for babysitting Tyreek. You know, Dre plays hard like, yeah, blah, 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 yeah, you ain't gonna shoot me in broad daylight, so F you, and I ain't worried about you, and this, you know, paraphrasing. But Ray Ray said, did you forget I'm a cop? And I have all of this surveillance and wires, well, it's the wires. I have all this conversation recorded of you and Kanan talking about his legs, kidnapping, drugs, and all this. So if you want me to keep quiet, I think you will pay me. He said, all right, you'll meet me, blah, 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 blah. He said, no, I'll text you an address. You be there by 6 p.m. So in the next scene, we have, you know, Tyreek's going through his thing. He's still drinking that lean. His mind is all twisted. Yo, don't do lean. I did it a couple times. It really ain't the hype, man. Don't be doing lean. But, excuse me. So in this situation, we have, you know what I'm saying, Tyreek just kind of going through his thing. He's messed up too, because he knows that Raina's death is on his hands. And so, you know, he's just sipping his lean, just grieving the way he's supposed to be grieving. And then at the same time, also like trying to figure out a plan, because he feel like he has to handle that situation, you know. And I think it makes it even worse once he gets confronted by his little sister. Oh, and then I just found out, and I don't know if this was something that I missed in like earlier seasons, but I just found out Tyreek and Raina are twins. So if this is something that I just missed, I apologize. I call myself a true Power fan, but I ain't gonna lie, I missed that. I did not know that Tyreek and Raina were twins. So that makes this situation even worse, because from what I've been told, as a twin, you have a really special bond, you know, with your siblings. So, you know, he's really messed up. He really wants to like take care of this situation himself. And I don't blame him. And that's all that scene was. On to the next one. So in this next scene, we have Kanan getting his little crew together to take care of Dre. That's all this scene was. Nothing to really talk about. He's getting his crew together to take care of Dre. Kanan also finds out that Ghost's daughter was murdered, which got his mind going, because he's like, wait, Tyreek called me, asked where Ray Ray is, and come find out, you know, Tyreek was dealing with Ray Ray, and Kanan put 2 and 2 together real quick, and now he knows Ray Ray killed Raina. Alright, so in the next scene, we have Tommy basically, he's talking to a father, the guy who he also sells drugs to. I can't think of his name, but he's talking to the father. Tommy is really tore up about Holly. And like, here we are, like a whole season later, he is still really messed up about the Holly situation. So he's talking to the father, and then he brings up the fact that Dre set up Julio to get murdered, which father didn't know. So that kind of takes father back as well. So in the midst of all this, Tommy gets a phone call from Kanan. Kanan say, yo, I think I know who killed Ghost's little girl, which we all know it was Ray Ray. And, you know, now Tommy's like, I need to find Ray Ray. Where he stays at, and Tommy's gone in the scenes. And then in the next scene, we have Tommy kicking in the door, waving no fold, looking for Ray. And Ray's not there. But Ray Ray's cousin is there. And long story short, he gets the little girl to give up Ray Ray, because at the end of the day, it's like, hey, an innocent little girl was murdered. Do we want another innocent little girl to get murdered? I think you better tell me where Ray Ray is. On to the next scene. Okay, in the next scene, we have Tasha getting a call from Tommy. Tommy is basically telling Tasha, look, we know who killed Raina, and we're about to go take care of her right now. Tasha like, I'm about to come meet you. But he's like, no. You stay there, hold down Tyreek, we got this, come up with some alibis, because we're going to need them. And she like, gut him, Tommy, I need you to gut him. Just destroy his life. In the midst of this, she goes to find Tyreek, and Tyreek's not there. She goes around the house asking everybody, where's Tyreek, where's Tyreek, where's Tyreek? Tyreek's not there. So then she goes to check her safe where she keeps her gun, and it's gone. Because Tyreek has it. Ooh. What's going to happen now? We're going to find out in the next scene. Alright, so in the next scene, we have Tyreek running up on Dre, like, where's Ray Ray? And basically, Tyreek got that strap. Dre knows Tyreek has been drinking lean. He's not right in his right mind. But Tyreek don't give a damn. Like, this guy killed my sister, and now I want his head. So you're going to tell me where he is, or I'm going to tell Ghost, my dad, and Tommy, his uncle, that everything you knew. Well, not basically everything you knew, but I'm going to tell them everything about the whole situation. So basically it's like, look, you tell me where Ray Ray is, or they're going to know that you knew Canyon was alive, you knew we was hanging out, and you know what's going to happen if I tell Tommy that, and Ghost that. So he gives her Ray Ray. And that's the end of that. On to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Tasha going to talk to Angela Valdez about helping her find Tyreek. Which, because she loves James so much, she's going to help Tasha find Tyreek. So she has somebody like put out a little tracker on his phone, and they find Tyreek. Well, not really find him, but in the vicinity of where he could be. So basically, you know, she's telling Tasha, look, if Ghost or James kills this detective, he's going to get the death penalty. And there's nothing I can do to help him this time. Thank you. Man, it's getting crazy, y'all, but that's the end of that scene. So on to the next one. Alright, so in this next scene, it's a race. We have Tyreek, who's already where Ray Ray is. We have Ghost and Tommy rushing to get there. We have Tasha rushing to get there. Everybody is rushing to stop Tyreek from basically ruining his life. Or, you know, we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. But nonetheless, Tyreek is there. He knows exactly where to go. He goes straight to Ray Ray's apartment. He gets in, breaks in using the cards. I think he learned from Kanan. And he has a conversation with Ray Ray once he finds him. Ray Ray basically trying to punk him. Like, yeah, you got that gun. If you're going to do it, pull the trigger. Go ahead. And, you know, just a little hesitation there. You got Ghost there who just broke in to try to stop the whole situation. And as he broke in, shots go off. Boom, boom. Tommy gets there, Tasha gets there. They all go to where Ray Ray is, and they see that Tyreek done caught a body. Ghost and Tommy are going to take care of the body. They're going to get the body out of there. And, you know what I'm saying, they're going to do what they do. Because that's what they do. They kill people and they clean it up. Alright, so in the next scene, we still have Sax all up on Ghost's Sax. But he kind of got some heat for him. He brings in Maria. I think her name Maria Suarez. I don't know her exact name. But he brings her in because, remember, she heard Ghost's voice on TV. And she remembered that Ghost is the guy who killed her boyfriend. So, you know, he's still trying to convince his boss, like, look, we need to still pursue this James St. Patrick guy. She's like, let it go. He's like, look, just listen to what she got to say. We don't know what's going to happen there. But it can't be good for Ghost, man. It just, man, things are really falling apart for this man. But, alright, on to the next scene. Alright, so in the next scene, we have Dre meeting up with Father. And basically, Father like, I don't want no parts of this. I'm out. You know, I just found out you set up Julio to get murdered. And that's not how I rock. Because if you do that to him, you would do anything. So Dre's still kind of like, well, you know, who'd you learn that from? He's like, Tommy. And you're listening to Tommy? You know you're crackhead. He's like, but Tommy wouldn't lie to me. And so Father's like, look, man, if you just let me go free without a fight, you ain't got to worry about me. You know, but I got to keep my kids safe. But Dre's like, no, your allegiance to Tommy, and you know that ain't going to fly with me. And Dre kills him. This season, we lost some hitters. Like, man, I can only imagine what season 5 is going to be because, like, some major players, I can't say major players, but we definitely lost some hitters this season. Father was one of them, now he's gone. Alright, so in the next scene, we have Tasha basically telling Tyreek what to do. And what I mean by what to do is she's telling Tyreek how to clean up after committing a murder. You know, this is Tyreek's first rodeo. He's never caught a body before. but Tasha knows how to do it. So she tells him everything that he needs to do, how to wash his hands, how to shower, what to do with his clothes. They put his the shirt that had all the blood on it, his sweatshirt, they threw that in the incinerator. So basically, you know, she's just telling Tyreek how to clean up after committing the murder. Then we have a scene with Ghost and Tommy. I'm pretty sure they're getting ready to ride on Dre when they get a phone call, which I'm pretty sure that was Kanan that called. And gives the phone to Ghost, and the scene changes. So on to the next one. So in the next scene, basically we have Dre and Jimenez talk with the rest of the guys. Guess everything's a go. You know, they all work for the Jimenez now. But there's an issue because the guy who Ghost killed, I guess he was a major player. And so they're like, what's going on with that? Which one of y'all did that? And they're like, none of these guys, nobody in this room handled that situation. So they're like, this is definitely something we need to fix. But they're not going to worry about it right now. So right now, let's just get this money. But we definitely need to take care of the situation. And that's all that scene was about. Dre's the man now. But for how long? I guess we'll find out. Basically, they're at Ray Ray's or Detective Raymond, whatever his name is. They're at his apartment. They know the man's dead, and Angela's there. Everybody's doing their job, and you know, Angela sees a hole in the wall, and she's like, "That's a bullet. Get that bullet and run forensics, and we'll know exactly where that bullet came from." Which is bad because that bullet came from Tasha's gun. What's gonna happen? We don't know. But on to the next scene. All right. So the next scene, we have Tasha meeting up with Silver looking for legal advice. And look, I give Tasha the utmost respect for this scene. Because as a parent, and I would do this for my child too, if I knew my child committed a murder, I'm taking that. I am definitely 1000% taking that fall. So basically, she's going to Silver, and without really saying what happened, she said, look, what if this happened and such happened? So Silver's like, you need to tell James to go get a lawyer. So not James, me. She's taking the fall for Tyreek, which I feel like any parent, any real parent should. Take that fall. Your child committed a murder. I mean, you can teach your child a lesson, go ahead and let him get the death penalty. But I'm sorry, I'm just like Tasha. Had that been my child, I'm taking that hit for sure. Tasha's not stupid. She know that they're gonna run a test on them ballistics, and that they're gonna come back to her gun. So she know, like, either I let my son or let Ghost, or I take the hit. And then if I'm Ghost, maybe I take it for Tasha. You know, like, somebody has to protect Tyreek. You know, as parents, you have to protect your children. So I got nothing but love for Tasha. It just sucks because Silver's like, well, it don't suck honestly, but Silver's like, look, I can either be a lover or I can be a lawyer, but I can't be both. She like, I need you to be my lawyer, and gave him a check. And that's what that was. On to the next scene, which the last scene. So in the final scene, we have Dre and the Jimenez walking out of the building after their meeting. It all boils down to Tommy and Ghost in the car. They're ready to ride on Dre. But, you know, Ghost is not stupid. He like, there's no way we can do this right now. He's with the Jimenez. We're going to need more planning, and we're going to need more soldiers. Which the camera pans and you see Kanan. And Kanan is like, I got some guys. But then Ghost is like, that's not going to be enough. We're going to need more. So then Tommy say, I might know some people. Anybody feel like Italian? And they drive off. Guess Tommy's going to go holler at his family to help with the situation. However, in the end, we see there is a tag on Tommy's car. Like Zach said. And then that's it. That's the end of the season. What? Like, I'm so, why do Power leave us with these cliffhangers? Last year, we got Ghost getting locked up. This year, we got everybody getting ready to ride on Dre, but then there's a tag on Tommy's car. What is going to happen? And what's going to happen with Tasha? What's going to happen to Tyreek? Because Tyreek can never be the same again. Tyreek is a murderer now. He committed a murder. What's going to happen? This season was excellent, man. Shout out to Courtney. Shout out to 50. Shout out to Amari. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to everybody on this show. Like, the show was so amazing. It gave me some content to give y'all, and I loved every single second of hitting y'all with these recaps, and I can't wait for season 5 to hit you with more. But that's all I got for you, and I wish I had another episode to give to you, but I don't. But that's all I got for you for Power Season 4. I hope you guys enjoyed my recaps as much as I enjoyed this season. I think the season was amazing. They say Game of Thrones is the best TV show, but I think it's Power. Alright? Shout out to the nation. I appreciate y'all coming through watching this. I got nothing but love for y'all, but it's time for me to chop this up and get to bed, alright? 1.